Hello everybody, this is Malafor again, and welcome to episode 2 of Direwolf20's 1.6.4 FTB Launcher mod pack series. And as you can see here, I have found some diamonds. So, hopefully you have guessed that between this episode and last, I have been doing a lot of mining. So, today we're going to be creating up a power production area, a little thing to get some RF for thermal expansion, and then we shall actually start on thermal expansion. So hopefully I can get back to the hole without dying. So let's try and get back. Collect as much iron as I can on the way. Alright. Today, the way that we are going to be creating our power for thermal expansion is by using these, or this, the furnace generator from Extra Utilities. Now, it's pretty easy to make, just a block of iron, 5 iron ingots, furnace, and 2 redstone. As you see, it just generates RF using regular furnace fuel. So anything that I can put in a furnace. Charcoal, blaze rods, coal, all of it. Ow. So yeah, let me just slaughter those zombies when I continue. So yes, it's pretty good. It just... I'm just going to turn my sound down a bit. So yeah, it creates RF for thermal expansion from using just coal or anything that a furnace would take as fuel, which is really quite good and useful considering I've done the amount of mining I've got. I've gotten myself a lot of iron, as you can see, and lots of coal as well. So how do I get out of here? So as soon as I can find my way back to the base, as you can see it's up there, and as you can see there, I have found and trapped a horse. Maybe this episode or near the end of it, or add another episode, we shall go get him and bring him back. So, more iron. So yeah, so I'm gonna continue on trying to get back to back home, and hopefully not die along the way, trying to find as much iron as possible. But I'm not making any promises. How about we switch into bat form and fly our way out? Considering last episode it didn't work, but this episode I have fixed it, so now we can fly. So let's find a way out of here. Ah, good, I know where we're going now. Sort of. Yep. Somewhere around this way. This way. Maybe. Yeah? No? No? Okay, so I am lost in a cave with creepers. 5 creepers. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop recording here, and I'm going to find my way back to the base, and hopefully we can then start to actually get our power sorted. So, be back in a second. Okay then, and we are back now. As you can see, I have done quite a surprising amount of work while we have been away. As you can see, I've got this beef jerky. Now, if you don't know how to get that beef jerky, I will show you. There are plenty of ways of getting different meats and that from multiple different ways by using these nice drying racks. Now, it does take quite a bit of time, but I will show you what they do. So you literally just right click with your food and just leave them there, and over time what they will do, and yes, you can even do this with rotten flesh, you can do this with any meat from anyone. As you can see, I got loads of beef from fighting earlier. So what we're going to do is we just leave that for a little while, and we'll come back to it, and hopefully we should have a very nice looking chicken steak, chicken jerky. Yeah, chicken jerky, some beef jerky, and monster jerky. So we'll come back to that later on. Let's get myself another pick. So yes, as you can see, I've been doing a lot of work, and I have found an iridium ore. I was searching around while mining, and I found that in a dungeon chest, which I was very happy about. So we've got a nice iridium ore there. I've also created a slag furnace, which uses fuel of any kind, mostly coal or what's it called, charcoal. And what they do is there's a chance. So if we have a look in here, so it gives us a chance from using ores to get double. So you use one iron ore, we get 40% chance of getting stone, and 330% of getting iron ingots, or 120 and 110 depending on what you use. I guess I don't know why it has two there, but so we got one come through. So we've gone through 3 and we got 3, 4 and we got 4, and we got 1 stone. So over time we'll come back and we're gonna have that full of iron ingots, and that is still going to have loads of iron ore left in. So we'll come back to that later, and hopefully have that going. Actually, nothing's happened with these yet. It does take a few minutes for it to work, but we should hopefully get through to it. So if we come down here, see this, where this is my little hole I just dug out earlier on for when we house the horse. So now that we have our furnace generator, let's get started on getting some thermal expansion machines. Where is it? Thermal expansion, there it is. So, yes, I got some nice red leather armour there from earlier on, which I do not like anymore, but I still like the colour, so I put it there. So why not? So yes, so as you can see, with all of these different machines that I quickly went through at the end of last episode, but all of these which create RF, but this one creates it much better and much more. So if I place it down, not only does it look quite cool, but it can store 500,000 RF, which is a lot of power. And you can see there's just a simple interface. It tells you there, and you've got all the fuel you put in there, and it'll just transfer. Pretty simple. So let's grab it. Okay. So yes, first of all, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to make a leadstone energy cell, which is from a leadstone energy cell with a electrum. How can we get some electrum? We ain't got an induction furnace, so that's not going to happen. We can get molten electrum from putting in an alloy smelter. So that's in the smeltery. We can put some gold and some silver. I don't think we're going to do that. So we can get some electrum blends. So yes, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to get a pulverizer, and we're going to get ourselves some silver and some gold to make some electrum. So, unfortunately we ain't got enough redstone, because for the redstone energy cell we need a block, which is 9. Or an induction smelter, if you have silk touch, then it's a block per ore, which, trust me, we're going to definitely get into that later on. But for now, let's get ourselves a pulverizer. Not too hard, a few bit of copper, some gold, redstone, 2 flint, a piston, and a machine casing. Now I can either do this with steel or iron. Of course, I'm going to be doing it with iron. I'm just going to swap them out. So let's have a look. So we're going to need 1 iron, 4 iron. So we're going to need 4 iron ingots, 2 copper, luckily I found some, 2 of you for the gold, for the redstone reception coil, Hello again, guys. I am very sorry about that. Seems that my camera recording system cut out and it didn't even tell me. So I seem to have gone on for about 5 minutes talking to myself without realising that it wasn't actually recording. So to go over very briefly of what I was talking about, basically what I've done is I've just very quickly and very simply and easily just hollowed out an area just outside the house, as you see here, just outside, onto the side of it, for where I'm going to have some thermal expansion machines. Now this is only temporary, this house. Soon we are going to go out somewhere and find a much better place to live, but for now this will do. So let's see how fast a single piece of coal generates RF. So we are creating 80 RF per tick for only a few seconds. So let's have a look. So one piece of coal has done quite a bit, so let's put in a whole stack. And this will very quickly fill this up when it's not being used, of course, and very quickly fill that internal buffer up. So once this fills up, we will watch just how quickly this builds up 500,000 RF. So we're already at 10,000. So 15,000 near about when we left the last bit of coal. So 15,000, gone up another 15. So a single piece of coal does about just over 20,000 RF, a single piece of coal. Just a single one is just over 20,000 RF, which is a ridiculous amount of power. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go down back into our special mine, where I should hopefully not get lost again, and in doing so find us some silver. So we have run out. There you go. So hopefully we shall not run out of food, run out of time, or even get lost. But just a quick overview here. This just here is just here to keep out of the way, but this is going to be later on for when we get into Tinker's Construct, which is the smelter you saw in NEI a minute ago. So we just run down here, just hop around, try and find some silver. Because what we want to make is something called the Crescent Hammer, which is from thermal expansion, and it allows for easily to pick up thermal expansion machinery. So instead of having to go all the faffing around trying to break it and then losing it or unable to find it or just taking time, you just quickly shift right click using the Crescent Hammer, and it just pops it up. Just breaks it for you, no hassle, no nothing. Quick, easy, simple. Now, I'm already lost in trying to find how to get down into the mine. And yes, I am technically in the mine already, but deeper. I think it's up this way. Yeah, so we'll get a Crescent Hammer. We'll do some more work with thermal expansion. Now, unfortunately, we are getting very close to the wrapping up point of this episode. So what I think is going to happen is this is going to turn out to be a 2-part episode. Because maybe if I weren't faffing around for so much at the beginning, then maybe we'll be able to get this done. So I think this is going to be a 2-part episode, but we will come to that when we come to that. But for now, let's try and get ourselves some Good old silver. I forgot what it was called then. And I hear a baby zombie. So at least I know where I am in terms of going into the mine, but I have no idea in terms of getting back, which is going to be fun. So, where's all this silver then? Should be some silver around here somewhere. Lava? No. Cannonball. Oh god, mana creeper. Very nasty things. We shall stay away from them. Good old some berries. Okay, ooh. Something that I have learnt from all my travelling days in Minecraft is that the best place to find silver if you're having trouble is to look for lead. Because lead and silver are always together. As you see right here, some lead, plenty of silver. Now I just hope I don't get jumped by a zombie or something and get thrown into that lava, so I block that off. So I've got plenty of silver now, but I want some more for later on. So what we're going to do is, baby zombie, what we're going to do is I'm going to keep on doing a bit more around here. Hopefully find some more silver. Not get killed along the way, and go get some more redstone for the Redstone energy cell, which is the lowest tier of thermal expansion energy storage. A bit like with IC2 they have the battery box, thermal expansion have got their very nice little oh, I forgot what it was called. The Redstone energy cell, their energy cells are their form of energy storage. So we're going to start off with the lowest tier, work our way up to the second tier, which is made with Invar, which is just extremely irritating to get hold of. So, hopefully if the zombie can decide to leave me alone, to get some Invar, we need an Induction Smelter. And we need to put one ferrous with 2 iron, or 1 ferrous dust, pulverized, or iron dust, pulverized iron or anything, or 2 Invar blend with a piece of sand. Those are the simplest ways of getting it. Because we could just go like that, which gives us 3 of them, and then smelt them away. We could, but to get the hardened, we actually need the leadstone sand by Invar. So what we might do, is because I have found a lot of ferrous and we can get loads of iron easily, is just make it all there and then and just upgrade straight away, which I think we might actually do. So we are slowly crawling our way towards the wrapping up point now, and if I just check the time, yes, we have hit the wrapping up point for today. So I'm going to have to end this episode here, because otherwise I'm never going to be able to upload the video. We're going to come back next episode, and instead of me yabbering on for the whole 10 minutes before we actually start doing anything, we're going to get straight into getting onto our thermal expansion, getting the storage cell up and running, and maybe even getting some more machines, because can't never go wrong with more machines. So, this is Malafor. Oh, perfect timing. Before I actually do wrap up, considering I just found, yeah, I don't like those, so we're not going to get using those. But just as a quick FYI before I do wrap up, is that the ferrous ore for the Invar that we will be making, here's a good example of some. Right next to lava, which is a bad place. Oh my. We seem to be hitting a lucky streak today. More diamonds. See, so now, ow, oh. Ow, you little... That was not very pleasant. So, yes, I'm going to continue doing a bit of mining between this episode and next. And I will see you next episode. yes, I will see you next episode for another. I'll see you next time for another episode of Feed the Beast Direwolf20 1.6.4 mod pack. This is Malafor signing off. See you next time.